Caller 20. Call 866-9-RICKY now to win $500 from the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Mind, Body, Business with Maria Moore on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, 29 after the hour, y'all. Hey, good morning, Maria. Break down the whole BMI thing and what actually should, what we, should be doing to measure our health and fitness. Good morning.
Good morning. Yes, Rickey, I'm really excited about this conversation because, earlier this week we were talking about Queen Latifah and how angry she was when a trainer categorized her as obese based off of her BMI. Now, BMI stands for Body Mass Index. Rickey, this was developed back in 1832 by a Belgian mathematician, and unfortunately, it's still being used as a standard to measure your overall wellness and health. And it's really flawed because it doesn't take things into account like your bone density, how much fat you're carrying, and racial and sex differences. So BMI would say that, a man that's my height and weight is within the same range. And we know that's not true. So I wanted to share some alternative metrics to determine, your overall health. First up, look at your resting heart rate. That is the number of times your heart beats per minute, and it is a good indication of how healthy and efficient your cardiovascular system is. Now, the average resting heart rate is between 60 and 100 beats a minute for most healthy and very fit people. Generally, the healthier you are, the lower your resting heart rate will be. Now, Rickey, do you know your resting heart rate?
No.
Have you ever measured it?
How do you do that?
Mm-hmm. You can just take your pulse. I tell people just, put your finger on your wrist, on your pulse, and then measure it for about 10 seconds, and then multiply that by 6, so you get that number of beats per minute within 60 seconds. So you want to be between 60 and 100 beats per minute. Really healthy people, like athletes, they're all the way down to like 40 beats per minute sometimes. So that is a really good indication. Skin fold calipers. Now, they work to measure subcutaneous fat, and that is a fat that sits directly under the skin, and it estimates total body fat based on that. Now, to use the calipers, you will gently pinch a fold of skin and squeeze the calipers until they click, all right? So you can do that around different body parts such as your back and your stomach.
Yeah, really.
Why are you calling Gary's name?
No, I'm just making sure you did it.
Everyone is listening. This is good information.
We could all use it.
Go ahead, Maria.
Also, yes, and the next thing I have, this one is really helpful, waist to height. Now, this is more accurate than BMI because it takes central fat into consideration. Now, central fat is important because it accumulates around the organs in your midsection and has been closely linked to conditions such as heart disease. Now, I know you all have seen people with different body types. You have the pear shape, and then you have those people that are like apple shaped. It's like all of the fat is like waist up, like real thin legs, but bigger around the midsection. So you want to find your waist to height. You can grab a measuring tape and then divide your waist circumference by your height. So listen, you want to have a waist to height ratio lower than 0.5, okay? So for example, my waist is 27 inches and I am 62 inches tall. I'm 5'2". So that puts me at 0.44. What you got to say, Rickey?
Just don't say
Then I'll think about the Fruit of the Loom characters.
Yeah.
I'll think about one of them Fruit of the Loom characters sitting up there doing a morning show.
That pear.
That pear.
Yeah, like if you're apple shaped, no, it's for real because I know people who are really like small, like they don't weigh that much, but they carry all of their fat like in their midsection. Their legs are real skinny, and that you should be concerned about that.
Maria,
your measurement.
Apple looks like. Stop.
Just like an apple with legs, Your measurement, this one is simple. Track your inches lost instead of pounds down because you could be swapping muscle for fats. And lastly, this one is the most important, how you feel. This matters. It is a great sign that you're in good health. If you feel energized, people can be, the ideal numbers in terms of stats. Maybe you're the right height, you're the right weight, you have a small waist. But if you are low on energy all the time, you're not getting enough sleep, you just don't feel energized, that is a sign that you may have an underlying health condition. So hopefully one or all 5 of these things works out for the folks who are listening.
So, Maria,
but it's for real. It's good information. Yes.
So, Maria, how do you take those measurements if you have the Michelin Man shape?
Yeah, the same way. Maybe you need a longer measuring tape, but you take it the same way. Maybe you use a rope or, just something a little bit longer.
A rope.
Gary, we're gonna get you right. We're gonna get you right by the end. We're gonna get you straight for the
Please
fall
do.
because it's too late for the summer. But for the fall, we're gonna have you right by September, Gary.
Yeah, Ricky, because I feel like everybody should be able to hula hoop, and you got that big waist. You can't get it in. And, do those.
You ain't gonna be able to do it. You ain't gonna be able to do it,
baby.
Use that hula hoop.
You got to get right for August.
Yeah, Gary, we're gonna work on it.
You got to get right for life.
Thank you, Maria, honey. I'm getting right for life and for Jesus,
the
honey.
summer, spring, winter, fall. You got to get right for life.
Nah, he needs to get right for Bimini.
But I touched my bag, honey, the other day, and it was a little bit excess fat. So, I am going to work
on it, Gary.
Yeah,
work on it seriously.
And maybe you and Booty eating James.
Ricky!
And we'll wrap up Mind Body Business on that note. Y'all follow me on Instagram at Maria Moore, MariaMore. Thank you, y'all. Have a wonderful weekend.